I'm Ronnie Birdwell. Today we're going to show you a little bit about how to do basic installation on a segmental retaining wall and a freestanding wall such as a sitting wall around your patio area. This is for home do-it-yourself residential type applications. At this point we're going to show you the tools that you would need to do this task. Basic tools you're going to need today are going to be just a standard shovel, standard hard rake. We're going to be using a tamper, and this is also a hand tamper that you'll be using to do some certain things. We'll discuss that. A 2-foot, 4-foot level. We have already used this, but just something to grade with to get level, whether you're using a tripod or anything of that nature. We're going to use what we call a dead blow hammer. We'll do a chisel on the end and do a cut. Just some kind of household brush. And I have knee pads. I usually don't use them, but a lot of people like to do that. Basically, we've already took the liberty of starting just for time. We've already excavated out the trench where we're going to put the wall. We've filled that trench with at least 6 inches of a crushed stone, roughly 2 foot wide and 6 inches deep. From this point on, we're now going to compact this to get a good solid base, and then we'll start putting in our block. Moisture content of your base before compaction is very essential. Today our material was a little bit dry, so we had to add a little bit of water to get our proper compaction. Too dry, it will not compact. Too wet, it will not compact. So at this point, we've got our base in, our leveling pad in, we're compacted. We're fixing to add a little bit of what we call 89 here, just for a little bit of leveling. We do not want to use sand, anything that will wash out during water. We want to use a stone, and we're not going to use very much of it, just enough to level. Okay, again, we're going to use just enough to level this block, and we're going to put a string line on it. All your segmental block, no matter who the manufacturer, will have a grade line. This grade line is for you to put a string line on these lines to get your wall straight. You don't want to string line with the front or face or the rear of the block, because it is split face and it will not be consistent. We're going to level side to side. And we're also going to level front to back. Under no time do you ever want the block facing forward, leaning forwards. You want it level. If it must lean any, you always want it to lean back, just in case anything moves. It would only move back into plane line. Now if you notice, I use the 2-foot level most of the time, and then when I'm getting on line, I'll use a 4-foot so I can level all the way across to make sure my solid wall is staying on line and staying consistent.